it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right, it's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's going on, people? Child, y'all been telling us about Sheree and Martell for a while now, Brian. For a while, Brian. For a while. I'm probably not even gonna be on camera. I'm just telling y'all that right now. Besides, I gotta come back to y'all for Real Housewives and all of that jazz. But it is the end of the month, girl. And the month ain't month in the way it's supposed to this month. So I decided to come to y'all with some shit that I really do not care about, because y'all care about it. Because I'm gonna say y'all right now, I girl, the stunts and shows of the Love and Marriage, bravo. The stunts and shows of the Love and Marriage, bravo. Okay. Hi everybody. So glad to see that y'all care about what I gotta say about this foolishness. But just off rip is giving storyline. Off rip is given. I ignored the whole facts. I ignored everything that I've been told, just like I did with Tyrone, because he has muscles. He looks nice. It's going to make for a splash on reality TV. That's what it's all about. This ain't about shit but reality TV. Thank you, Medina, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Truly. It's bullshit. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna dive wire the witness out this motherfucker. Hold up. I'm about to play this for y'all. Let me, get my earphones in. Hold up. Because I'm trying to find fucks to give. So we're gonna listen to it, and then I'm gonna find fucks to give for y'all. Hold up. Child. Honestly, I don't want to embarrass people by reading some of these fucking comments, because I feel like some of y'all be embarrassing yourselves the way y'all act behind thirsty ass niggas. But let's go ahead. Can y'all hear that? Let me know.
He met my friends. He met several people in my family, and I don't know. I mean,
can y'all hear it?
I'm just hanging out and enjoy. I'm enjoying life right now.
Do you think at all you're gonna make this something long term, or is this more fun? And because everybody's like, we want to know, we want you with Tyrone. You
who said
so
that?
hard for Tyrone.
Who said that?
Well, we wanted you to win.
First of all, I don't know who this person is that worked for TMZ, but it's my first what month on the job? It's giving I'm new. The energy is giving I don't know what to say, so I'm trying to say anything. Oh really? Is that what you heard? Word on the curb is that we all were rooting for Sheree and Tyrone. Is that what you thought? Who said that? Who said that?
You know, ain't nobody said that. After that man did what he did, there is
Oh,
no
that
way
man did what he
nobody said
did.
that. No, that's a. We actually met through a mutual friend,
Carlos.
So he's met your
Friends, He's
family.
met my friends. He met several people in my family, and
Because we're shopping a show. We're gonna work out together. We're gonna have sex. It's gonna be great. Listen, I feel like they're probably really hunching. I'll tell y'all that. I think this is the person that introduced them. Carlos said mood. Okay, listen, Carlos loves being excited when, you know, he's in the middle of the mess. And he's technically in the middle of
How did
the
y'all meet?
we actually met through a mutual friend.
So he's met your
Friends, He's
family.
met my friends. He met several people in my family, and I don't know. I mean,
Child, not pH balance,
we've
about
been
to
just
be all
hanging
that
out
stuff.
and enjoy. I'm enjoying life right now.
Do you think at
He bipolar.
all
Y'all so
you're
stupid.
gonna make this something long term, or is this more fun? And you know, because everybody's like, we want to know, we want you with Tyrone. You fought so hard for
They
Tyrone.
did not say that. Now you making stuff
Well, you
up.
know, we
Ain't nobody
wanted you
said
to
that.
win. You
Ain't
know,
nobody said that. After that man did what he did, there is no way nobody said that.
Ooh.
No, that's a wrap. That is a wrap.
It's a wrap.
How did y'all meet?
When it's look, I'm not gonna do it, but y'all, that's one of my favorite Mariah Carey songs. When it's on, right. Okay, listen. Okay, so let me just go ahead and tell y'all. I feel like it's foolishness. I feel like it's for the show. I don't think it's going to last. I don't care how many family members he meets. Yes, of course, we are all waiting for Ariane to get on live and have a meltdown in 3, 2, 1. You know, we're all gonna be, you know, holding our breaths for the next time she gets on Instagram live to act as if she doesn't care about what's going on, get mad at the public, blame us, and then ask why we're on her live. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's a cycle. So this look, this is what I have come to terms with. I'm gonna tell y'all what's fake about it. What's fake about it is the whole situation. Like, y'all probably would have never dated if it were not for the fact that y'all both are cool with Carlos. I think this is it's a scheme that Carlos set up to come to us with the bullshit. Love and Marriage Atlanta, because Sheree ain't gonna get a peach next season. Is that what we're trying to set ourselves up for? Because I know we're not doing no crossover events. I know we're not doing no crossover events. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if Martell was the type of man to actually go and get his shit together, if Martell was the type of man that was in some type of extensive therapy, at least 2 days out the week, I would have a different conversation for y'all. But the fact that that man was just lying on Mel, talking about me and Mel, we're trying to work it out. Yeah. You told yourself that, sir. You thought that when y'all went on vacation, you was gonna be able to slide up and through, and she ain't let you slide up and through. Because to me, it sounds like you have been talking to Sheree during the time that you went on that vacation with Mel, correct? That was not 2 months ago. So y'all been talking for 2 months, and it's really convenient that it just now comes out after the family trip didn't go so well. I feel like both people are in this because they like being in the limelight and because they don't want to lose being in the limelight. They like people caring. Y'all didn't flooded my motherfucking timeline with this. 2 boring ass people. And I mean boring in a way that, well, what was the word? Mediocre. 2 people that can't never get their shit together. She can't charade and he can't get a license. Okay? And they gonna come together. This don't make sense. We need somebody to actually be a doer in the relationship. We can't have 2 talkers. Y'all 2 talking ass motherfuckers that's about to be in a relationship. Yeah, I say it boring because Sheree is boring. And if Martell is not acting an ass, Martell is boring. That's why he wasn't the star of the show like Mel was. Okay? It is what it is. But I do feel like, see, Sheree and Martell have that muscle body thing in common. They can go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, get real turned on, get all the blood flowing, and go have real toxic sex. They're going to have great sex. I could definitely see them having great sex. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also looking at Sheree like, Sheree, every time you get into a relationship, since you and Bob broke up, it has felt like a scam. It has felt like a relationship that you have set up to come to us with the bullshit. Okay? That's what it has always felt like. Now Ari is about to be online like buff wives. What do you like buff wives call? What is that? Thank you for the super chat, Kiana. I'm just, I mean, listen, I'm excited for y'all muscles to be rubbing together. And I definitely think that if y'all were two people that could actually accomplish what y'all set out to do, then we could have like a terrible, toxic relationship for reality TV and a gym that we could center it around. Okay, Martell and Sheree are in a real relationship and they coming out with a line of gyms, y'all. They're gonna have their first gym in Huntsville. Okay, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, something like M&S or some shit like that, or S&M. Oh, that's a good one. S&M. Yes, call it S&M. And then it's gonna be like we gonna try to franchise our gym, you know what I'm saying, together, because it's something we both enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And then Sheree's gonna be like, yes, and I'm gonna have my She by Sheree joggers available to everyone when they come up in through the store. Girl, I'm giving you gold. Do I think that they're going to actually accomplish this? No. And that's unfortunate because I feel like it would be fascinating to watch. Absolutely, because Sheree knows the assignments. Okay, not Buff Bay Gym. Too funny. I feel like Sheree knows the assignment, and Martell is. Let me tell y'all something. Sheree is smarter than Martell, and that can be used to her advantage. As much as he is manipulative and a user, he's also like a fucking child. So I do feel like Sheree has the moves and the skills to pay the bills. Okay, now if they were not such procrastinating, mediocre motherfuckers, we'd be having a different conversation here. But I have no hopes whatsoever for this couple to do anything then show up, make a splash, and then either disappear, go away, or something else that we don't care about. Because when has he done anything? When has he come, like, actually went through with anything that he said he was going to do? Besides that little yang that he can have the other male put together. S&M, what kind of workouts are they doing in that gym? Okay, listen, you're thinking about it the wrong way. I'm thinking about it like a play on words because they're a sexy couple. Okay, because they're a sexy couple and they may be into kink. You never know. Either way, it's perfect. Sheree and Martell, but S&M, you know what I'm saying? And it will have like that really nice leather feel when you go in there. Like, as a person that loves a good gym girl, you really could theme the shit out of that. Okay, then have pictures of them all over the gym because they look good. They're walking advertisements for their gym business. Girl, do you hear me? Do you hear me with the ideas for these two do nothing ass people that's on my television screen, girl? Kintessa, thank you so much for the super sticker, super chat. All sweat and no equity. Do you hear me? All sweat and no equity. Okay, I think it's cute. It's a cute play on words, y'all. But yeah, I definitely could see it happening. I feel like Sheree is the type of person that will go along with the lie. But the lie for these two people, it will be hard for it to just be a lie. That's why I said that it's real, because I feel like they fucking. Okay, child, listen, if they ain't fucking, I would be fucking if I was them. We can pretend all we want to, but we gonna be real in between the sheets. I'm just saying, okay? But you know what I don't like? I don't like the idea that so many of y'all are okay, happy, rejoicing that Martell is going to have another opportunity to act a goddamn fool as it pertains to a relationship. Because just to be clear, the track record ain't good. He ain't treated that side chick good, and he damn sure ain't treated his wife good. He still hasn't even figured out that he was the problem yet. He still thinks somewhere along the line there's a reason to blame Melody for him cheating. Child, I don't know what else y'all want me to say, but it's entertaining. What's entertaining? What's entertaining? Tell me. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm bored as fuck with this old, you know what I'm saying? Like, Isn't this convenient ass situation? Like, I'm sorry. Give me something else, bitch. Pop up when they about to get married or something. Pop up when you got a green lit for love and marriage Atlanta. Then I'ma give a fuck. Up until then, I don't care, girl. It's just two hard bodies moving together in the darkness and then coming together in the light so we can give a fuck so they can continue to keep the clout going for themselves. And I'm no hater. I'm no hater, but I also don't care. At least not as much as I feel like I could or should at this point. I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay. Love and marriage people. I'm tired. Shy go too. Thank you for the super chat. They are both such surface individuals that they are perfect with each other. Yes, because they'll be able to keep the lie alive together. Sheree will go along with all of the bullshit as long as it is beneficial for her financially on TV, or as long as he is, his dick touching her heart. And I'm gonna just say, Sheree, I hope and I pray that his dick is touching your heart, because that's the only thing that I would say for you to go along with this foolishness is so you can get some instant gratification, because playing a long game so you can be out here fool our line with old manipulative crazy ass Martell. Are y'all acting like we don't know Martell? Child, we know Martell. Like, we know him. Girl, this is not going to go over well. Martell don't even handle arguments well. Do you really think, Sheree? Girl, I guess this is what works on my nerves. I feel like Sheree is right now being the poster girl for he did it to you, but he not gonna do it to me. I'm different. He ain't gonna do me like that, because I ain't gonna agitate him the way you agitated him. That's what y'all hoes think. And y'all work on my nerves when y'all think that way. Because then you're gonna be on my line at some point, standing outside a building crying, talking about I was such a fool. Girl. All right. That was about 18 minutes. I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, girl. What else is going on? Did y'all see this with Brittany Renner?
Top Brittany Renner getting into it at Rolling Loud.
I don't know what the dude was saying. Oh, not her throwing water. He threw it back. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. What is this nigga pulling security for? And then look. The first comment on this ignorant ass post, he did no wrong. 1,000 points to the city boys. He did no wrong. I'm not saying she wasn't wrong first, y'all, but listen. Brittany Renner is an antagonist, okay? Brittany Renner has figured out a way to turn the Kevin Samuels fresh and fit niggas. She turns them up. She gets them real tight. She's the anti-them. And I love it for her. I'm going to be honest with you. I love the fact that she kind of reinvigorated her, I don't know, existence, because I don't know if you can call knowingly getting pregnant by stupid basketball players for a living. I don't know if you can call that a career. But I'm going to say I appreciate the fact that she has made it her business to go around making these dumbass niggas feel bad about themselves, because she's their preference and they can't have her. So I really like Brittany Renner for that. But this right here, I don't know what's happening in this moment. But I also feel like any man that is going to stand there and argue with a woman like this is bitch made. And there are no ifs, ands, buts, we can call Brittany Renner an antagonistic, immature young woman all we want to, absolutely. But I don't know a grown man that I respect that would have stayed and argued in a woman's face like this, and then would have threw water at her and tossed the cup and all of that right at. Because to me, all of that is like, you'll do anything. And I'm not saying she didn't do it first, y'all. I'm not saying that he didn't have the right to respond. I'm not saying any of that. But I'm saying even before she threw the water, his energy towards me said, this is a bitch ass. This is a bitch ass. And a lot of y'all are just sitting up there talking about he did no wrong. He absolutely did wrong. He absolutely did wrong. Control yourself, ladies. Control yourself, ladies. I love that. I love that, because I agree with that. I agree. She should control herself. She shouldn't have been in his face like that. Why are you even talking to this dusty ass nigga in a crowd of this concert? Why is that even happening, Brittany? Get that together. She was probably drinking. She probably was. But I don't like the idea that because she was out of pocket, he wasn't as well. No, there was nothing that he did wrong. No, dude. No. He is literally standing there arguing in her face like a bitch. And any man that would handle a situation like this, that is unattractive to me. I don't want to see or be around any man that is going to stand in the face of a woman they do not know and argue with her like this at a concert. My nigga, are you not trying to have a good time? Are there not penises in the room that you want to tap into? Vaginas in the room that you want to tap into? They were both wrong. I agree. But I feel like I don't like the fact that y'all don't feel like there is but as a man, he shouldn't be, like y'all always want to correct women for everything they do, but you don't ever want to call out these men for acting ass. You don't want to call out this man for, I feel like, being aggressive with someone who he knows is weaker than him. And then pulling the security. What was pulling the security for? That should let you know that nigga was on some other time. I can't hear what they're saying, but I bet you he said something to her to get that water thrown in his face. I bet you that. Now, I wouldn't have been arguing with no dusty ass nigga, but I'm also not Brittany Renner. Okay. But to me, I feel like both of them were looking for the energy that they got from one another, but I still feel like at the end of the day, men should act like men and not go back and forth in a woman's face, screaming and hollering with some woman you don't know. I don't feel like men should do that, even before he got doused with water. But to me, the nigga looked thirsty sitting up here arguing with this woman like that. You must have wanted something to drink with your thirsty ass. I don't care. I said what I said. I don't care. I said what I said. Like I said, I'm not saying Brittany Renner is right. I'm saying they both were wrong. I don't like the comments that say he was not wrong. Especially coming from misogynistic, abusive, fuck shit ass men in these comments. I see y'all. Whack 100, Lil Duval. You know what kills me about Lil Duval is that I feel like Lil Duval perpetrates online, but probably is not really like this with the women that he is around in real life. Because the nigga got way too many female friends in the industry for him to really be this low-level disrespectful. Because he just says a lot of disrespectful, low-level, low-vibrational shit, and then smokes weed on a beautiful beach. I can't stand him. Okay? I love his life. I can't stand him. Okay? Let's go ahead and talk about, what do we want to talk about? Let me see. Oh, y'all. When I tell y'all need to be glad that I'm not an old messy ass bitch. Be glad I ain't no old messy ass bitch. Okay? Because if I was shy, when I tell y'all I'd have sprayed all this info that I got out, but I ain't gonna do that because that's not what I do. But I'm gonna just, I'm gonna let it go because I'm not putting nothing out there. But let's move on to
that probably need assistance when it comes to female hygiene.
Ooh.
You got
this magnificent 20% that have no smell.
I think
and
I'm
it's
part
fresh.
of the 2% because I definitely agree with
20. It's
no,
a 20.
I'm narrowing it down.
But even because
I'm at the top of that 20%.
And those are the
We are here
keepers.
with that.
Those are the keepers. Those are like, yo, fresh out the
telling
in
you,
the shower.
if I
It was
stick
amazing.
I could swirl
That's not
around
normal.
and like, it's gonna be a nice
That's
taste and
amazing.
everything.
That's amazing, but that's not normal.
Well, it's
I
normal
think
for me.
it's normal.
If you eat a lot of fruit,
Trust me.
it's normal for women.
But
like
I guess
us
men would
who
know
are
better
aware
than
of
I
themselves.
would.
And this
A
is
lot
the
of women
thing.
aren't aware of themselves.
And maybe
But you hear
present
this,
company
ladies?
excluded. We talk about this all the time.
I'm
Do
sure
y'all know when y'all stinking up the room?
Do y'all?
Like,
I
never
stunk up a. Do y'all know if y'all are stinking up the room? Do you know if the area behind your balls is clean, Nick? Let me know. Or do the wildin' out girls know? See, this is the mistake. Okay, so women, do y'all know whenever y'all don't say shit to y'all men because y'all don't want to hurt their feelings? This is why you should always hit them niggas up. Y'all are always telling, oh, Bondi, you're too tough. No, because they're going to go and talk about you because they seem to think that their shit doesn't stink, literally. Because women won't say anything. They'll just, move around, deal with it, don't call you no more. They won't actually tell you about yourself. So for me, and we're going to get into the conversation because I talked about this on Instagram. But for me, I feel like this is such an immature, raggedy bitch conversation for these grown women to engage in. And it might be because people be drinking, so they're not really thinking about it. But a man that is actively trying to populate the world is having raw sex with a whole bunch of different women and has the audacity to speak on the hygiene of 80% of the women in this country, in this world that he's met, whatever that percentage is from. You are putting your penis in and out of several women's vaginas so that you can impregnate them. And you can't seem to fathom or understand how your penis can cause bacterial vaginosis. You don't understand how your dirty dick, that just because it doesn't have an STD attached to it does not mean it will not upset the very delicate balance that is a woman's vaginas and her pH balance. I'm going to have to give you hoes a lesson since you hoes don't know. But I'm going to let them continue on with this ignorant shit for the next 30 seconds. And then I'm going to come back and continue the reading. Let's go on.
Because, well, see, as I said, present.
I already know that.
You see my shocked in the paw face?
but
that's the thing. Because
I have smelled people stink up the room.
And it's like, it'd be some of the most beautiful women. You'd be like, yo, how was you? You got...
I have a story one time.
Stylists.
This guy I know called me, told me he was having sex with a girl and the whole room smelled like sewage. That's what he said. He's terrible.
But she be acting like she has no idea. I'm like, I cannot be the only one that smells it. But it's like when you're at the zoo. 80% of women.
Okay. So let me say this. As a 34-year-old woman, I have had a plethora of experiences with my vagina. And see, y'all don't like for us to talk about vaginas. They make y'all so uncomfortable. But let me tell y'all something. I'm a grown-ass woman. I have had bacterial vaginosis. I've had chlamydia. I've had what is it when you pee? Bacterial. I've had the bacterial infections before. And I've had UTIs, vibrators. Gotta learn these lessons. And the reason why I am honest and I say all that is because I'm a clean bitch. You don't know, there's not like, no. Okay? But there have been times, okay? There have been times when my pH was off because I went through something traumatic. There have been times where underwear, other people's dirty fingers, people taking condoms off on me without me knowing about it. Or simply not peeing immediately after sex. For a lot of women, it could be soaps you use, lotions you might put on your body, anything that you might eat. Grown-ass women know that at one point or another in the lifetime of a vagina, your vagina gonna have issues. Because that's the thing about having a vagina. It's delicate. You have all kind of stuff going on in your vagina. Okay, yes, if you're not drinking enough water, if you're drinking too many cold drinks, if you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, as you know, the good girl Angela decided to tell us. But it's bothersome to me when I hear other grown-ass women, oh, that's not me. I'm the 2%. I've never. Oh, really, bitch? Really? Really? Because you don't have a working vagina then. Because you mean to tell me every time you have a period, it's soapy, flowery, fresh down there, huh? Girl, what the f is you talking about? Be real with it. We are grown-ass women. And as women, we know we've all gone through things with our bodies. And it will behoove women who are going to have a conversation with an ignorant, dirty, dick-having ass to at least have the understanding that, well, anything can affect the woman. We don't want to do all of that. Like if they need, hey, we're going to tell them about some products they can get on. Make sure y'all go and get y'all doctor's appointment, ladies. Do not douche. That's not healthy. Okay, your vagina is naturally self-cleaning. The only thing that you really need to be cleaning on the outside, your vulva, the outside of your vagina, not inside of it. Okay? But you can clean it with soap and water, and please don't do all the soaps. Okay? Do not. Dove is great. Okay, you want to get something specific for your vagina because that's what the girls do these days. I love Kuchiwa by Mayat Petrova, Femme Magic. Look it up. Okay, I love Honey Pot. That's a good one. Okay. And if you have, say for instance, you get some type of aggravation down there, because sometimes when you have a lot of sex, you can get irritated. When you get waxed, you can get irritated. All kind of stuff can happen, and the girl gets irritated because the girl does what she wants to do a lot of the times. Get you some Vaginal Elixir. I don't even mean to be selling Mayot's products like this, but when I tell y'all Femme Magic is something amazing, I tell y'all, I feel a little something. Let me feel a little bit of something down there. Oh no, where's the Vaginal Elixir? Okay, I forgot to pee last night after all of that sex. Let me go get this Vaginal Elixir. Okay, push it up in there, rub it out on the outside. Cooch is oiled up. We're good. Let's go. Okay. I'm not a fan of tampons all the time. I don't think that's exactly the healthiest thing, and I never have. Okay? Doxabranas, listen, add some water to that shit, okay? Stop telling these girls to put Dr. Bronner on their pussy and they shit gonna be burning. Stop telling them to do that, okay? Dr. Bronner's is strong as shit. You're gonna have to fully dilute that shit, okay? Don't just use any soap on your stuff now, ladies. Don't use Dow. Don't use Irish Spring. None of the soaps that you can get at the gas station except for Dove, okay? No, Vaginal Elixir is not like a suppository. It's an oil that she makes, and you can get little syringes, and you pull up you pull a syringe and you squeeze it in there, okay? And then I usually would do it at night, let it marinate, okay? Okay, put a little panty liner on so the oil don't get all over my underwear, and you go to sleep. And boom, bow, pow, you wake up the next morning and everything's great. Okay? But what we not gonna do is act like, oh, I'm the percentage of women that's never had an issue with my vagina. Is it real? Is it real? Because real ones have issues, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. Real ones have issues, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. You sound stupid. You sound dumb. I'm tired. I'm so tired of ignorant, dumb shit, y'all. Like, we grown as fuck. Are we really still out here doing this? And let's be real. A lot of the women that don't know, they probably never had anybody to help them. I.e. didn't have mamas that taught them how to clean up behind themselves. Okay? Front to back, ladies. Front to back. Okay? And not only front to back, but wipes. Carry you some wipes. When you wipe your rectum, circle the bowl. Okay? Front to back, circle the bowl. Drop. Another wipe. Front to back, circle the bowl. Drop. Until you see white. Until you see nothing. Okay? And when I say circle the bowl, that means to the wipe around your butthole. Around it. Circle around it a few times. Make sure it's all clean. Okay? And boom, bow, pow. Okay? Clean vagina. Anything else going on besides that? Maybe something you got from a dirty dick nigga like Nick Cannon. So make sure you go to the clinic. Make sure you go to the doctor. Make sure you get your girl checked out if anything is amiss. Okay? Let's help the women. Let's help the young girls that Nick Cannon is probably taking advantage of, which is why they don't know this side of their vagina. Maybe because you should stop fucking with the young wilding out girls that you get off the street that just so happen to be real pretty. Because that's all that matters to y'all is a woman being beautiful on the outside. This should be an example of how y'all should start wanting more from a woman besides what she looks like. If when you get the pretty bitch home, she's stinking up your bedroom. Maybe you should have inquired more. The fuck? You didn't smell her before you took her home? That's on you. him to go away. I want him to go away. I want him to take his little children and his little harem and just go sit the fuck down somewhere. Why do we have to keep having conversations with Nick Cannon? Can somebody tell me? Okay. Listen, some other plant-based yoni wash, yoni oil, lots of fruits and veggies, water, suppositories, things to help you guys out. Okay. Probiotics to make sure your insides is right. Okay, listen, if you got an issue, the girls in the comments are going to help you out. I know. Rox told me about the bidet. I have been wanting to get a bidet, but y'all know we are desperately trying to get the funds to renovate our house. And soon as that happens, girl, it's going to be a toilet with a bidet in there. That's why I haven't bought, like the what you put on top of it, because I was like, I'm going to get me one with it in there when we redo the bathroom. When I tell y'all I need to redo my bathroom expeditiously, but I swear these people make it so hard to give you this money. We've been for a year now trying to get this damn money. It is the most ridiculous shit. I can't even tell you. Y'all pray that no hurricanes come up my way. Okay, y'all pray for me that this hurricane season, Bondy shit is untouched. Can I get a minute? Can I get a second? I'm sorry, y'all. In my life. My brother 39 and I 41 was just talking about how many young women wasn't taught how to clean themselves and take care of themselves down there. Mothers was embarrassed to talk about it. Yes, which is the dumbest shit. But that goes along with making everybody feel bad about having a vagina. So if you have a vagina, it's nasty, it's bad. So we can't deal with how to care for it properly. Even though as soon as you come out of the womb with a vagina, people are trying to take it from you. Okay, you come stepping off the porch and niggas is trying to come and take your vagina from you, but can't nobody give you what you're supposed to, learn about how to take care of it. But then you got dirty penis men and pick-me ass women with weird faces and bodies talking about how they're the 20%, they're the 2% that's never had that. Girl, shut up. Oh my God. Y'all just, what else is going on? I'm back on camera. Y'all, that is so weird. Okay? They are so weird. But yes, y'all, love your vaginas. Take good care of them. Okay? Love them. Okay? Do what you need to do for them. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Because there have been things. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this right quick. Oh, girl. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, girl. This is so embarrassing. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh wait, no, let's not treat me like you treat me. I love you though. Okay. So they say that Chris Brown is charging everybody $1,000 for his VIP meet and greet tickets. Y'all, this is not surprising to me. This is not surprising to me, and I don't feel like it's that high. That's Chris Brown, y'all. I think Chris Brown has made enough hit songs and worked long enough in his career for him to charge y'all $1,000 to meet him. I'm sorry. That's not a lot. I've seen prices like that for meet and greets. So that's not bad to me. I mean, I'm sure that it wasn't just the meet and greet, it was also the ticket. So no, I feel like $1,000 is not the problem, girl. It's the problem that when this first came out, y'all see how they have like a woman of a different hue on every picture. We got us a little light-skinned one. We got us a little medium caramel complected. We got a little warm caramel right here. And there was some other ones of some brown-skinned women. And it was just like, oh, wow. $1,000 so he won't kick you out the section, huh? Let me tell you something, y'all. I can listen to a nigga music. I can appreciate a man's art. But when I tell you I will never pay $1,000 to hug on a nigga that would kick me out of club if he saw me in real life. You know how men like to feel like, they get so upset and they're so bothered now by women wanting and expecting money from them. that they get mad, like Michael Blackson and them, that are like secretly really angry at women that they date because they know they wouldn't be able to get those women if they didn't have all of their fame and money, you know, like that. Well, that's how I feel about, like, you know, the Chris Browns of the world. I'm not about to come and wrap my legs around you and do all of this with you for $1,000 if I know that you wouldn't fuck with me outside of me paying for it. No. And see, that's a part of the fantasy that you're supposed to create. That's why you're not supposed to act like that when you out in public with Black women, because we remember shit like that. And there's going to be some point in your career where white people aren't going to care about you anymore, and you're going to need Black women to support your career. It always happens like that. I haven't seen a nigga yet that at some point or another is not going to have to come back to a sector of entertainment where Black women are the ones purchasing the tickets. Okay. So that's why I just kind of feel like, as you know, as a woman that cares about people who promote colorism, people who make Black or brown skinned women feel away, I'm not going to pay no $1,000 to see this nigga. I'm not. Because you wouldn't fuck with me or my homegirls if we wasn't paying. And I ain't here for that. I don't care. Okay? You know, but the girls can do whatever they want to do. I'm just saying I ain't doing it. It's just ill. It's just ill. I think I thought I had saved it at first. Girl, so many weird things. Okay, y'all asked me to talk about Kim Burrell. I don't care, but I'll talk about it. Here you go.
You gotta choose up.
We gotta choose up.
Value. You know, sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke?
Not how long have you been broke.
How many times have you changed your name on your light bill?
Oh.
How many of your bills in your little cousin's name?
Oh my God.
A trailer home or a house. You know, you understand. And it's not about status or material things.
It's not.
It's about choices. You know, life is different now. And, you know, we are at church. Thank God we're here. Those of us who walk in by faith without a mask and no vaccine.
Girl, you want a cookie?
So,
you want a cookie for being less protected?
God is good.
The dude behind her shaking his head, no, hilarious.
And respect you. Can y'all clap so I don't feel strange right about now?
You should feel strange.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to meet each other when y'all invite me to come to your church. I'm not as expensive as I seem.
Is she?
And so I don't know. Maybe you got a little left over from your PPP loan.
Do you have some left over from yours?
Prayer, praise, and power. You understand?
Hallelujah.
Amen. Isn't the Lord great? Amen. Amen. And so, you know, I like coming here because...
Let me tell you something. Kim Burrell, ma'am, you are someone who is not walking in their purpose, okay? You are not walking in your purpose. Can I explain? Let me explain. Let me say to y'all, if y'all are listening, hallelujah, okay? When you are someone that, yes, you may be talented in the vocal. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. Yes, ma'am, you can sing, Miss Kim Burrell. Oh, yes, but see, you are a shady old bitch that really should have been trying to be a comedian in his life instead of rolling with the church. Because, bitch, I am dying on the inside, okay? You got me dying, bitch. I feel like if Kim Burrell would have went and tried to do this on a comedy stage, you hoes would have fell out. This is a gift. This is a gift that needs to be down to the comedy club where people can, you know, really receive this in the energy in which it is, you know, meant for laughter, okay? For giggles, for shits, okay? But since you want to be on the Lord's stage, so to speak, with this foolishness, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this should let y'all know that church people, you being a Christian and you going to church don't mean shit. It may mean something to you, yes, God. But as far as the way you treat other people and the way you carry yourself, obviously it don't mean a goddamn thing. And I said what I said.
Because the ground is already tilled with great personality like Dr. Karn. Because one thing I love about him, he's deep in the word, but he knows how to have great humanity. And most don't understand his personality.
What does great humanity mean in this setting? To me, great humanity means he's secular outside of this. You know, he can speak to the people because he's like the people.
Because he is truth personified. And he tells the type of truth that makes most uncomfortable. Because who likes to be told you're just ugly? No one likes to be told that, especially when they have realized it. All right. Most don't get offended until they know the bad thing about
So has somebody told you ugly yet? Let me know.
themselves. And then somebody
Is that why the glasses are so big? Is it because is it because you have figured out that you are ugly as well? Is that why you have the glasses and then the wig covering it up?
else recognizes and says, oh, I saw the ugly too. I just wanted to let you know. So anyway, y'all get that later. God is great. All of you are beautiful. I haven't chosen anyone to be ugly yet. God is
Y'all.
good. God is great. You all look great.
I haven't chosen anyone to be ugly yet.
Most of that anyway. Here's
hallelujah. Not y'all got the hats covering the ugliness. Hallelujah. Just like her sunglasses.
I have a great personality. Okay, I'm gonna sing.
Oh, not y'all putting the camera on that lady. Why y'all put the camera on that lady?
Daily I shall. Gotta choose up.
Not her saying, okay, I'm gonna sing. After she finished, insulting everybody, then she gonna sing. Hold on. Was there a moment where she was apologetic, child? I do not know. But you know what? That's church people for you. They ain't shit. Let's press on. More church people.
This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men.
Oh. Are we raising our women to be men? I did not know you could do that, but let's go.
And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are.
I'm sorry. Is that not men? I'm so sorry. Is that not men? Is that not men you're talking about? What are you talking about, TD Jakes? It is men that are upheld for these types of attitudes. Women are not upheld for being mean and nasty. What are you even talking about? In what world? In what world do we live in that we are? Can somebody please point to me a mean, nasty Black woman that is on top of something? Tell me. And I'm talking about one that actually displays that on television in whatever they do. Please, somebody call me and tell me about the Black woman that shows up mean and nasty and is extremely triumphant. Yeah, Oprah. That's the first person I thought about, Oprah. But I'm like, Oprah might be mean and nasty, but we don't know that. I have not experienced that. Have you seen that on Super Soul Sundays? I do not think so, TD Jakes. What are you talking about? Oh, you know he got to be mad at somebody. When you get on stage and give this type of sermon, you are talking directly to somebody who knows you are talking to them. I cannot. It's about character, how you treat people when no one is looking. Most people have bad character camouflage with money and fame. And let me tell you something. This one right here, I'ma just press on. But I know one thing, I trust my intuition.
And you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families.
Why are we losing our families, TD Jakes? Is it because women are successful climbing a corporate ladder? Or is it because the men are garbage? Or is it because the men are garbage? Which one is it? Because I feel like y'all are creating this imaginary fight between Black men and Black women. Why are you trying to compete with Black women instead of competing with other men? Can you go and compete with white men? Can y'all go and compete with Asian men, Latino men? Can you go and compete with them for some jobs? Okay. Can you go and do some fucking roof work with Julio and them? Okay. Can you go down and get your math and your engineering and whatever most of the Asian folks is doing, finance? Can you go and get into that and fight with them niggas? Can you go and do that? What are we even talking about? You're mad because women have been taught to take care of themselves because they know they can't depend on a man. So you want us to go back to the welfare queen thing, right? That's what y'all want. Because every time women, especially Black women, have to adapt to their fucked up environments, we got to have somebody that's supposed to be so smart, so ordained by God, telling us that we're doing the wrong thing. Not the weak ass men that we have to do this to make up for, which at the end of the day, y'all, I don't live in that world. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all the truth. I don't believe that we should be looking for the counter, whoever our other person is, to take care of us in a soul manner. I don't believe that. I don't like this master slave, relationship. I own you bullshit. Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't like it. Y'all can have it. If it's for you, that's great. But me personally, I was always going to be this person. I was always going to have my own shit. I was always going to have a fire in my belly to make sure I got what I wanted and I needed. And that ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. But I'm supposed to think that that's a bad thing, right? Because I'm not creating a need for a nigga to put himself into. What are you even talking about? Let's continue on, child.
I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life.
Then my nigga, be gone. If you cannot, I'm sorry, and I'm going to say it like this. If you can't make yourself useful in my life, then I guess you're not big enough to be in it. Why do I need to create a need for you? What does that even sound like? It's called companionship. It's called sex. It's called a relationship. That's what I'm looking to you for. Why do I need to create a hole in my life so you can feel fulfilled? That sounds stupid. Child.
So stop coming home bragging to me.
Bragging. You're bragging. Y'all, that is so loaded right there. So a woman can't come home and be proud of her accomplishments. She can't come home and be proud of her accomplishments and expect her man to be proud and happy for her too, right? No, because he's so insecure that it's going to make him upset. So don't come to him bragging about your accomplishments because they don't mean anything to him. Well, guess what? If my accomplishments and me being the person that I am, if that doesn't mean anything to you, sir, then you don't need to be with me. I need to find a man that enjoys these things about me and not taking advantage of, not using me, but enjoys that I am a resource in multiple ways, that I am a full-fledged human being with capabilities. Like, what are we even talking about in 2022? The mental fit chick, thank you for the super chat. This is such a dangerous rhetoric to put out to young girls. He's discussing everything from the pulpit except that son-in-law and still a baby quarrel.
About how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away. This breaks.
Okay, child, listen. Let me tell you something, men. Y'all don't be listening to me, but let me tell y'all something. Don't nobody got to create no fucking need for you. You sound crazy. I don't need to create a need for you. You need to make yourself useful. Y'all really mad that we have put it out there that we don't need y'all. And you're totally ignoring why that's been put out there for so long. It's been put out there for so long that women don't need men because men use what they do for you to control you. If the deal that we make as a man and a woman, or however, whatever, if the deal that we make is I take care of the home, have the children, make sure you have whatever you need in this space, then you go out into the world and you make money to take care of our household. Right? So That's how everybody feels. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, I think that's too much pressure on both people. I think that's way too much pressure to put on one person to provide everything. And I think that's way too much pressure to put on one person to take care of the kids in the home all the time with no help. And that's what most of these situations are. Most of us are not living in the lap of luxury to where staying at home and all of that is a real thing. So most women, white and black, are working. The men may be paying all the bills and all of that, and the women are doing all of the work in the household, and everybody's mad about it. That's because that's too much work for any one person to do. That's why. It's a lot of pressure. Now, if you got a rich ass man and it's nothing for him to provide in that way, fine. But it is very, very vital that you not need him, because he will use you needing him in the lifestyle that you've become accustomed to against you when you say, I'm not happy or I need this. That's why women have always been told, put your money on the side. Make sure you got something. Don't ever be somewhere you can't leave. That is what women have been given for years. Because men have put us in a situation where we'll be working, taking care of the home, fucking, sucking, trying to keep you from cheating, being a punching bag, being a mother to the kids. And then this nigga still goes out into the street. When he get off from work, he goes to the bar or whatever. He don't come home and help you with the kids. When he is home, he sleep or sitting on his ass. You come home from work, you cooking and still taking care of people. It is unbalanced. It is unbalanced. And I don't care who you are. What they preach is an unbalanced way of looking at what people are supposed to do as it pertains to their family dynamic and relationships. To me, two people in a family are supposed to do whatever the fuck is required for the family to get where they are trying to go. If that means a man has to come home from work and cook, if that means a man has to be able to fold clothes, feed a baby a diaper, feed a baby a bottle, change a diaper, do whatever. Like, men need to be acclimated to doing everything that women are expected to do. But a lot of y'all don't think that. A lot of y'all feel like, well, I ain't letting my man do this, and I'm not talking back to my man, and y'all put these niggas on a pedestal. And when you put them on a pedestal, it makes it so that they don't have to do their fair share of what is required in y'all life, so you don't feel like everything is always on you. But it don't just start with you and your relationship. It start with their mammies and their daddies and their grandmothers and their sisters and their brothers and their cousins and their aunties and everybody in life making the little boys do nothing and teaching the girls to be responsible, to take care of themselves, because these niggas ain't gonna do it. But they know for a fact that that little boy is gonna be able to grow up and find some girl to play his mama. They know that for a fact. So it's okay to teach your girls to get out there and get it for themselves, right? But you don't teach that to your boys. You teach them to hide their emotions. You teach them to only do things that are considered masculine. You cut them off at the fucking knees and then get mad when they don't have the growth that's required for them to be stable human beings in this world. Y'all don't even let men control their emotions the way they're supposed to. All these niggas do is don't have no emotions, want to fuck somebody, or want to be angry with somebody. That's their emotions. No emotion, horny, mad. Don't even teach them how to deal with rejection, how to deal with responsibility, how to deal with the fact that every time you do something, it's not going to always work out in your favor. And that doesn't mean have a fucking temper tantrum. That means you're going to have to calm yourself down. And now what do you do now? Life is a journey. If you get told no once, that don't mean give up. Y'all don't teach them none of those things. Because as soon as these little boys get out into the world as teenagers, as soon as something don't go right their way one time, temper tantrum, getting involved in some bullshit, getting some little girl pregnant, but nobody makes it their responsibility, dropping out of school because it was too hard. It's because you baby the fuck out of them and don't make them have half as much responsibility or accountability as the girls. It's not raising the girls to be men. It's raising the boys to be taken care of by the women. That's what it is. That's what you're teaching. You're teaching the men to be women, to be clear. Since we will talk about it in that respect. I told y'all I don't believe in this shit, but I'm just telling y'all that I feel like y'all, it is not that you're raising the women to be men. You're raising the men to be women. That's what you're doing. Cut it the fuck out. We're blaming women for being accountable for themselves while simultaneously telling us that we're never accountable for anything. Yet most of the men, and especially in African-American families, can just up and leave their kids whenever they want to, and the mamas are usually the ones left to foot the bill. Yet we're still having conversations online about how women aren't accountable. Make that make sense for me. Bullshit, y'all. Bullshit. And they got everybody in the crowd. Hallelujah. Child, thank you, Lee B, for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sunflower Love, for the super chat. Love you, Bondy, Gemini Gang. Gang, gang. Hey, Only Adrian, thank you for the super chat. These men want modern traditionalists. They want us to act like grandma, but still bring in half the money. Grandma wasn't required to do that. And grandma got beat up and cheated on. Okay, and had nowhere to go. Grandma couldn't do what she wanted to do. If grandma wanted to be a teacher, she had to sit her ass down because her husband wanted her to stay home. Thank you, MB, for the super chat, super sticker. For instance, T.I., I just read something recently where T.I. said he doesn't want for Tiny to pay a bill. It don't matter how much money she make. Everybody, of course, I know, thought that was so great. But you're forgetting that's always been their situation. And when they first got together, Tiny was making more money than T.I. When T.I. started blowing up as a rapper and Escape started to fizzle out, when they first got on that reality show, he threw a fucking fit because Tiny wanted to start singing again. She had to fight. And I think give him more kids or some shit in order to go and do Escape again because he didn't want her to go and do Escape again. This is somebody that started out making more money than you. You met her doing this. So when these niggas want to pay all the bills and all of that, just remember that's so that they can keep your ass at home while they're out in the streets sticking their dick in Tasha Skanks. Shout out to Tasha Skanks because that's not her name, but the actress that plays her was fucking around with T.I., but I still really like her. Community dick ass nigga. Peace to Mateo. Thank you for the super chat. You spitting facts out here, Bondy. These men are toxic as fuck. If you don't want to meet your level of work, kick him to the curb. Toxic false prophets. Yes. I'm doing Real Housewives and all of that after this, y'all. Thank you, Sunflower Love, for the super chat. My granny was just telling me about this fool. I know one thing. When I was a child, I seen a shadow over that man and did not want to go to his church, which were full with lambs to the slaughter. Let me tell you something. Every time I see him, I don't get light energy off him at all. Bohemian Bay, thank you for the super chat. And then the story around his daughter, that all feels really dark to me as well. It feels like delusion, no accountability, lies, and putting pretty on top of shit. Like just dressing the shit and it's just shittier and shittier and shittier, but we're going to keep on putting suits and Jesus and everything flowery on top of it, but it's still shitty and shitty and shitty. That's what it feels like to me. Bohemian Bay, thank you for the super chat. Go ahead and take my money, sis. You already snatched my I appreciate y'all for that, okay? I appreciate y'all for that, okay? All right, what else is going on? Because I know y'all had wanted me to talk about dates. So I was trying to see what else is going on. So I did, and I posted this on my community page here on YouTube. Let me see if the Jasmine brand posted
80% of women that probably need.
Shut up, Nick. Okay, here it is. Let's
as someone that's been on the show for a while, how concerned are you and other veterans of the show about ratings? Do you guys care at all, or do you guys pay attention?
You know, we don't really pay attention in what the audience
That's not what I want to talk about.
Only audience.
I want to hear what you got to say.
We have the only audience that really pays attention to our ratings instead of just watching the show, which is very bizarre.
I don't pay attention.
Like
to
they think that they're producers, which is so funny because they're so invested, and we love that our fan base is so strong and so invested. However, what they don't see is across the board ratings are going down because people are watching it digitally instead, like on their devices and downloading them.
It. Tell them, Kenya.
And so our numbers for our like +3s and our +7s are through the roof. So they're in the millions, whereas you guys you're not privy to those numbers. You know, so it's interesting. Our ratings are fine. It's just the live ratings across all TV are down.
I mean, I would agree with that. Absolutely. Where is it at? Let's see. I want to see the one that I posted. Did they not post it over here? And they only posted it on YouTube? Let me see.
How would you grade this season thus far?
Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Okay. All right, y'all. Hold up. I'm just going to go to my community page. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. I got it for y'all. I got it.
Kurt, but she took the time to withhold information from the cast that could possibly help keep us safe, but was happy to release details interviews. #fake. Can you clarify what you meant by that? Or what?
Yeah, so she had sent in a text message to all of us that it happened. So then I asked in that same thread, asked everyone to get on a conference call, schedule a conference call so that we all can talk about what happened, or share our experiences on how to keep one another safe. I had a security expert that I had scheduled for the call. And so that, because it seemed as though Candy had an issue with a potential break-in, and then Marlo, and then Drew, like a few weeks after that. So it seemed like it was, you know, us being targeted, if you will. Okay. So that was my thing about us being safe. So if you have some additional information that you can share, you should share it, because this is a group that, whether we like it or not, we're all on television together, and we are the housewives. Okay. So if you had additional information, initially she said she couldn't share, and then somehow she shared it with the world before she shared it with us. So that was what I was speaking
to. Okay, girl. Can you hear me? Okay, girl, I'm back. All right. So I had to go close my door, y'all. I'm sorry. So let's rewind and sit it right there, and then do it like that. Courtney, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, I'm late to the live, but did you talk about the movie? Nope. If not, will you? Also, you look beautiful on the night of your performance. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll kick it poetical for y'all at the end of this. So let me just say this. I am here for Kenya this season. Anybody that's been watching me for a long time know that I was a fan. I'm going to just lay it out for y'all if you don't know. When Kenya first came on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I was extremely excited because I love Kenya. Okay, like as an actress, I always loved whenever I would see Kenya pop up and do a cameo on TV shows or be in a movie, like, because she was just always the brown-skinned, beautiful girl. And because of that, she always reminded me of my mother. My mother was Miss New Orleans and would do pageants, you know, in that way, because she was a very beautiful brown-skinned woman. And my mama used to wear them gray contacts back in the day, bitch. But that was when it was popping. Okay, this was like in the 70s and the 80s. Don't be judging my mama. But anyway, okay. You know, like I grew up loving Kenya, okay? And so when she got on Real Housewives of Atlanta and committed to being the villain, that shit irked my spirit. Like it bothered me, and she did things in every season that made me not like her. okay? Kim Fields, the shit with Portia. You know, there've just been things over the years that I feel like has been annoying as fuck that made me not be a fan of her on this show. Somewhere along the lines, I think probably in the last few seasons, I want to say the last 3 seasons, I feel like I've started. The cookie lady shit pissed me off. That shit was terrible. How she did Kim Fields was terrible. Like, there've just been a few times it's like, damn, Kenya. But I recognize that Kim, I'm sorry, the shit with Drew, I didn't like that. The shit with Kenya is doing her job. Like, I get it, okay? But I also didn't like the fact that she would go along with it. And I feel like it's because we were seeing a real portion of Kenya. In Tammy was on Carlo's show, and I didn't listen to the podcast, y'all, but I heard DJ Richie Scott talking about it. And he was basically saying that Tammy was saying that she would just become an exaggerated version of herself during scenes where they were putting on for the camera so that they can give y'all this, this villain role that they wanted to play on the show. This is when you figure it out. Tammy was talking about this. So Kenya, I feel like, understood the assignment in that way as well. But I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's reality TV, and I don't think anybody should sign up to be the bad guy in that way. And I think all of them either get tired of doing that shit, or they feel bad after for some of the things that they've done in order to create that moniker for themselves. So essentially, I didn't fuck with it then, and I still don't fuck with it now. But to see Kenya come out of it the way I saw Tammy come out of it, I love Tammy, okay? I've been rooting for Tammy for a while now, and I feel like Tammy is somebody I actually really got to see go to therapy and do the work and work on themselves, and I really, really love her for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, watching her on, the Real World Reunion shit, like, Tammy has grown leaps and bounds, and I love her for that. And seeing Kenya this season, Kenya has felt so light, so on it. So, I mean, honestly, she's owned her shit. She's been straight up. And I have loved seeing this side of her. And I feel like this is the side of her that is there behind the scenes. But we weren't really we weren't getting the opportunity to see that version of Kenya. I think Candy and them got a chance to see that version of Kenya before we did. But either way, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really listen. I appreciated her energy on Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip, but I still feel like she did that shit that she does when she plays with Cynthia, and she knows what she's doing because she knows that Cynthia is sensitive. So I feel like she be fucking with her in some respect when they were on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Not to say that Cynthia don't have bullshit with her too, because she does, but Kenya knows how to manipulate Cynthia, and I think she was doing it on the Girls Trip shit, but that's neither here nor there. When it came to the Marlo situation, I was 100% on Kenya's side. Even this past episode, and we'll get into that right after this, because I'm going to go live and do Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, and Real Housewives of Dubai. So we'll get to that in a minute. But I'm on Kenya's side with this, because my point, and I said this to people, because people was coming at me sideways about it, but I just feel like Marlo is putting 20 on 10 by getting on the news and doing an interview about the robbery. I think it was a way for y'all to feel bad for her, for y'all to know that she really does love and care about her nephews. Oh my God, I heard my nephew scream, and we went into the panic room, like all of that. Like, I'm sorry, it's for our benefit. If the little boys were actually in the house, which I'm not doubting that they were, they probably were where she was or closer to her, then, I heard them scream, all of that shit. And even if it was 100% true what she said, why are you the only celebrity that did a news story about it? That was thirsty as fuck to me, to get up there with that very performative news reporter and tell that story. And all Kenya was saying was, nah, bitch, when I was trying to have a real conversation, about it, you wasn't trying to do that. And then we had some chick, Brittany, somebody that I don't know and I don't care to know, coming out to defend Marlo and speaking about text messages between she and Kenya. And I'm like, bitch, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Kenya was not insinuating that the robbery didn't happen. She was saying that Marlo's energy behind it is fucking fake. Because if she really felt that way, then she would have had the conversation I was trying to have when I was trying to bring somebody on, a security expert, to talk to us about what we could do to make sure we're all safer, since it seems as if this is happening to a few people on this show. As Kenya explained in that clip, it had happened to Candy, it had happened to Marlo. I think she said it also had happened to Drew. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why... Girl, what? It was the same thing that Marlo did in the episode the other night. All of that woe is me shit. True, celebs and ATL been getting robbed left and right, and Marlo was the only one on the news. And people don't want to see that Marlo is using that to manipulate people, just the way she used her nephews and their story to manipulate people to get her peach. And it's just all disingenuous. It's all fugazi as fuck. I understand why Kenya don't want to deal with her. I wouldn't want to deal with her either. I wouldn't want to give her any moments. You want to earn that check, bitch? Earn it off your own back and not off mine. How about that? Okay, let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to discuss before I get off of here and then come right back on. But I gotta go check on my baby and make sure he don't have to use the bathroom. But yeah, y'all, I don't be here for the foolishness of it all. Okay. Oh, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all something I did see. I didn't save it, but did y'all see Lil Haley? Hanging with Krishan and Blueface? I done told y'all that I do not do Krishan and Blueface, okay? Because it's giving toxic, it's giving unhealthy, it's giving drug use, it's giving alcoholism, maybe. It's giving a lot of things, girl, okay? And we just don't want the cute little Disney kid girls to get swept up. But I'm going to tell you what's going on, because, see, I remember I used to be like this, too. Let me tell you what's going on. So what's going on here is that you are a girl not of the hood. So when you get around hood people seem cool and fun. And then you hang around them for a little bit longer and you figure out that they have some deep fucking issues that show themselves in the most ridiculous ways. It'll be the simplest thing, and now, bitch, in your face, going off on you, talking about you looked at her nigga funny, or you know what I'm saying? All in your face. Oh, what you think you all that? Oh, because she, and just jealousy. They'll be jealous of you. They'll be hating on you. They'll have their own bullshit. They'll be pretending to be cool so they can get close to you, also that they can use you. And when they figure out they can't use you the way they want to use you, then they mad. I'm just telling y'all, I grew up hood adjacent, and I also have hood family members. In New Orleans, you kind of drift back and forth if you can, okay? And I could, so I did. And the one thing that I learned, okay, especially from a lot of my girlfriends' people, is that everybody is all well and good when they allowing y'all to do shit that your strict parents don't want you to do, okay? But ultimately, they curse their grandmamas out, and they have no base level respect. They say anything to you. They don't give a fuck. They get to a place where you just be like, oh no. How we got here? And I just feel like there are a lot of us that learned that lesson. Okay? There are a lot of us that learn that lesson. So we learn when we see certain people not to get involved with those people too deeply, because those people always end up spreading around their fucking chaos. And it ain't everybody that grew up in the hood, y'all. Understand me. I just told y'all. Okay? But you know what I'm talking about. Okay? No, the Disney kids be something else too. No, they do. But they be on another level, and they don't know that yet. They don't recognize it yet. They think that everybody's just young and trying to be free and have fun and live their lives. And it's like, no. No. Some people are agents of chaos. Okay. All right. Yes, I feel like this is when the sheltered girls meets the hood, and they just gonna have to learn a lesson. Thank you, DM Rocks, for the super chat. Are you gonna talk about this whole situation with Keke Palmer and Zendaya? Y'all want me to talk about that? Okay. Girl, I would never curse my granny out either. I used to think that was crazy, but it happened right in front of me. Showing the fuck was cursing her grand. Look, and they was cursing each other out like they was two grown women. I said, oh, okay. And then that's when I know, like, I used to be around people that would act cool with me. And then at some point, you just find out they don't like you. And it's for no reason. You have no idea. Like, girl, I used to be like, wait, what did I do now? Like, now I'm just like, fuck all y'all. You can just feel however you want to feel about me. But I'm going to just be me. A part of my therapy is not making apologies to you motherfuckers no more. Okay? And so I'm going to do what my therapist said. And I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to speak on it when I feel. And I'm going to be myself. And you either fuck with it or you could not fuck with it. Okay? So by the time I get to 45, we ain't having these conversations no more. Okay? Looking forward to it. Let's do it. So y'all wanted to talk about Keke. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, before I get into this, did I tell y'all that I met Keke in person one time? Can I gush? So I met Keke in person. She interviewed at the news station when she was doing a movie down here in New Orleans one time. And I have to find that picture, but I got my picture with her, and y'all, Keke gives the best hugs. This was kind of when I felt that Keke wasn't all the way straight, but it didn't come out until later. But she just hugged too good for a straight woman. No disrespect, straight women, but unless y'all like really like somebody, y'all ain't about to give them no real good hug like that. Keke gave a real good hug, girl. Them arms reached all around my back. I was like, oh, Keke, not with this good hug like this. I said, bitch, please do not run into me again in life, okay? Because we have similar face structures, and you know how you be attracted to people that look like you. She's just taller than me, but you know what I'm saying? That's not the point. Anyway, Keke. Yeah, Keke's bi. Yeah, Keke's bi. Yeah, that's what I want. You and the gaydar. Yeah, no, she said that though. But I felt it in the hug, girl. I felt it in the hug. She said, I think that's why people think I'm bi when I'm not. You know, don't blame us for feeling that way. Blame mean ass women that can't never just be nice for no other reason than they want for you. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, let's get into y'all comparing Keke and Zendaya. Okay, so where did it start? Let's see where it started. Okay, so Melinda Edge said, I'd like someone to do a deep dive on the similarities and differences between Keke Palmer and Zendaya's careers. This may be one of the clearest examples of how colorism plays out in Hollywood. They were both child stars, but their mainstream popularity is very different. They are two incredibly talented Virgo queens who each have an Emmy, but in different categories. Keke Palmer has done so much through her career, yet people are saying #Note Movie is her breakout role. #Euphoria is what is considered Zendaya's breakout role, but that makes sense. The reason I chose Zendaya is because she's considered to be mainstream. Is also a triple threat, act, sing, and dance. Was also a child star, and the similarities goes on and on. But if Zendaya was darker, I don't know that she would be considered mainstream by their definition. It's so interesting seeing the conversation around Keke Palmer having her breakout or superstar moment. And it's wild we live in different worlds, because in my household, Keke been a star for forever. A Killer in the Bee was my dad's favorite movie. It went triple platinum in my home, and she couldn't be more correct. I feel the same way. When I tell y'all my daddy watched that, girl, I don't know what it was about people parents loving the Killer in the Bee, girl, but I swear to God, we had that shit on VHS. Okay, the comments and quotes are exactly why the colorism in Hollywood conversation will always be surface level. People take acknowledging colorism worse, and there's more of a divisive tool than colorism itself. We'll never be able to have true dialogue on it, and that's why it'll continue. Keke's net worth is 7 million and Zendaya's is 20 million. Keke has been a mainstream success since her career began and has put in substantially more work. She should be one of the highest paid entertainers in the game. So yes, colorism. Y'all, this is the moment that I agreed, because the whole time I was like, I don't know if I would say that, because for me, I wouldn't even compare them. I wouldn't have even thought to compare them, but it is true. There are two, chicks that, but Zendaya is younger, isn't she? I thought Zendaya was like in her mid-20s versus Keke, I believe, is closer to my age. Like Keke might be, what, 33? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like born in 89, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think she like 1 year younger than me. But oh, I love Keke's Southern insults. Oh, don't even get me started. I love that shit. Okay, I thought Keke was like 30. I thought she was closer to my age. I guess not, girl. 93. Really? I don't know why I thought Keke was closer to my age. So Keke's 28 and Zendaya's 25. Okay. 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 I don't know why I thought Keke, because Keke's an old soul too, and Keke's been around for longer. So I guess that's why I felt like that. But yes, I personally feel like I don't think their careers are really comparable in real life, because I feel like Keke is highly relevant. Keke has done way more things to me than Zendaya has. To me, she is more of a veteran in the game than Zendaya is, even though we have seen Zendaya as a child acting, but I would not call Zendaya a child star. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Zendaya's stardom came with Euphoria, and then like her more, 19 on up 20, years. Keke is like a whole nother vibe to me. And it's very much a leading lady, cemented into, her career. She has done so many things. I mean, having the talk show at one point, like Keke's just always been that girl. So I just felt like it wasn't comparable. But I do understand what the people meant by mainstream, meaning that no matter how much work Keke has done, no matter how many times Keke has been in front of white people, they do not acknowledge white people do not acknowledge her the way they acknowledge Zendaya, because Zendaya looks more white. And I feel like, well, duh. I feel like, well, duh. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like that's the society we live in. It's the same society that at the end of the day, will women of color, really brown skin, you know what I'm saying? Obviously black women, and not mixed, not really light complected, you know what I'm saying? All the other shit. Will these women get the same mainstream success as their counterparts that may seem more Caucasian in phenotype and all of this shit like Zendaya? The truth of the matter is, it just don't happen like that. Look how hard Viola Davis had to work in order to get where she is right now. I don't know if y'all know, but Viola Davis has been working her ass off since like the early seasons of SVU. Okay? Like, I have been seeing this lady forever, and it wasn't until How to Get Away with Murder that she really, like, her career really took off. And this is when this lady was already in her 40s, after working in her career all of those years, being an excellent actress in several different roles for years. But of course, we can think about, a whole bunch of light complected women that got way more, leading lady roles, or got seen more, even if they weren't A-list. You just saw them more. They were more recognizable for a long time. I can't even think of somebody that's really as comparable. You know what I'm saying? But we've seen for years the difference between somebody being black famous and them being mainstream, which really means white people famous. Okay? Queen Latifah, I feel like, what you mean Queen Latifah? Like, in what way? Because I feel like she's still brown skinned. Paula Patton. Right. More people would know who Paula Patton was at one point than Viola Davis. And that makes no sense. Okay. The Help. Yes. Okay. The Help was when Viola Davis, I feel like she took off before The Help. I feel like How to Get Away with Murder was the real tipping. Aunjanue Ellis is my girl. I love her. I feel like I saw her in person one time, and then she ran away from me like a fucking fairy, so I couldn't say nothing. But it was fine. We was at a Jay-Z and a Beyonce concert, so I understand. But either way, let's see what Keke said, because I want to read Keke's response too. Keke said, a great example of colorism is to believe I can be compared to anyone. I'm the youngest talk show host ever, the first Black woman to star in her own show on Nickelodeon, and the youngest and first Black Cinderella on Broadway. I'm an incomparable talent. Baby, this is Keke Palmer. I've been a leading lady since I was 11 years old. I have over 100 plus credits and currently starring in an original screenplay that's the number one film at the box office. # nope. I've had a blessed career thus far. I couldn't ask for more, but God continues to surprise me. Hallelujah. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there for me to meet Keke again. Okay, I'm gonna meet Keke again in different circumstances. Okay, like maybe we can go get a drink. Okay, because I feel like I would want to go get a drink with Keke. Keke and Candy were on Watch What Happens Live, and I was tickled to God. Okay, tickled to God. But yeah, I love Keke. I love her response. I love how she had to read y'all down. I loved it. And just a little tidbit about Nope. I went and saw Nope this past weekend, okay, because Lyric was like, we going to see Nope. I'm like, all right, I'm going to see Nope. And I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I'm going to tell you that I feel like it was really good. It was a sci-fi horror film. There were hints of like, you know, the racism people may deal with, but it was not blaring, uncomfortable, I'm about to die racism the way we can get from, you know, Jordan Peele movies sometimes. So I want people to keep that in mind because that's one thing that was on my mind. And I was happy to find out that it was just like a straight up fucking horror film, y'all. Like a straight up sci-fi horror film, kind of OD to the old school ones that came out like I want to say in maybe like the 50s and the 60s, like, you know, unidentified flying objects, you know, the really bad graphics in black and white and shit like that. That's what it felt like to me. I enjoyed it, honestly. I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't know what was going on until it was explained. And I feel like there were definitely a lot of nuances and different meanings in it. There was obviously, you know, the OD to the black cowboy that was first filmed for the very first you know, piece of moving film was a black man on a horse. That is glued into this, you know, because Jordan Peele loves to use history with his fantasy, and I love that. It's really good. The meanings will come later. Yeah, I'm waiting on the meanings behind things. I'm sure somebody will do a post about it. Twilight Zone with Alfred. Yes, it gave Twilight Zone vibes for sure. But I thought Nope was good. The best thing about Nope to me was the acting. That was the best part because that's what kept me on the edge of my seat was the acting. Daniel is amazing. Okay, everything that Daniel feels, all of his uncomfortability and shit at the very beginning of the movie, you were on the edge of your seat with his breath and his, you know, his shoulders and however he was feeling, you was just sitting on the edge of your seat with Daniel. And then Keke comes in and gives you like this burst of energy. And it's such a juxtaposition, but she's such a fucking vibe. And Lyric was like, there you go, babe. She, you know, all she wear is cut off tops and shorts. That's you. I'm like, it's hot. I don't know what you want me to do. I look great. You know what I'm saying? Keke looked great. So, you know, there's that. But yes, I think the acting was amazing. And that's what really made it. And yes, the silent dramas. It definitely puts you in the mind frame of that for sure. And there are, of course, some real weird moments that happen. Some real duck moments that happen, you know. I haven't seen the Black Panther trailer, y'all. I haven't seen it yet. And normally I don't really like that, but if I watch it and, you know, I do another BondyBlue show later this week, I'll come back and I'll talk to y'all about it. But I enjoyed Nope. I enjoy any movie that has really good acting, really good cinematography, and that can take me on a ride. And if you would allow yourself to just go, then you would. I saw some very like weird, you know, people don't really understand Jordan Peele movies sometimes, and that's cool. But it absolutely made sense. I don't know why people were like, I don't know what I just watched. It didn't make sense. It's a horror movie. It's a horror movie, baby. It's a sci-fi horror film, which means there's the protagonists that are trying to do something, live, whatever, and there's the antagonist that's trying to kill and or take over the world. Okay, It's very simple. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. Okay. Motherfuckers was just it's so like I don't even know what I just finished. What? It had a beginning, a middle, it had an end. Okay, it had it had a build up. We got to the precipice. We thought some, you know what I'm saying? We thought some things happened that didn't happen, and then other things happened. We was like, oh shit, it's not over yet. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over. So you know what I'm saying? Eventually, you get to the end. And boom, bow, pow, you got to the end. That's the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying? It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. I ain't telling y'all what happened, but you know what I'm saying. It had a beginning, it had a middle, it had an end. I don't understand people that act like the movie didn't make sense, act like people don't understand what happened. It's a fucking horror movie where you expecting to get a diagram after to explain everything that happened to you that you missed. I don't know. Okay, like, I don't know. People just want to watch the same thing happen in movies over and over again. I don't. He gives the real life thrillers. Yes, I loved it. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to come back at 4:30 for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Dubai, and Married to Medicine. Okay. So I will see you guys in the next live. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, clip it, do what you do, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yes,